Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready.
All right, everybody, welcome to another great episode of the Retro Wrestling Revival. I am John Wangland, and joining me as always is brother Martin. Mr. Martin, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing phenomenal, brother. Never fear, the champ is here. Guess what? When I just went to Zaxby's with my family, I won in a dumpster back alley brawl. Never fear, the champ is here, baby. I got the title to prove it, and you know what? Not only did I get that, but I got an official Ultimate Guide to World Championship Wrestling. So I'm excited. The Ultimate Guide, baby. So this is the thing, man. We're going to have some fun tonight. We are back with the Monday Night War Series. And I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, guys, for your love, your support, and most importantly, your patience. Because me and John, we're very busy guys. Between being busy with the family, work, health, all that stuff, it's been quite a task to nail this down. So you guys have been awesome. Thank you. And brother, let's get this rocking and rolling, if you will. What's on the docket tonight from Monday Nitro? This is the summer of Lex, okay? Speaking of Lex,
it is the summer of Lex.
Yes, it is. Speaking of Lex, with the show coming up on Saturday, you made a comparison to Lex Luger, which I'm not going to spoil anything, but you guys need to check out the show on Saturday, the radio show. I'm excited. It was an awesome show we did for the Royal Rumble 2002. But other than that, brother, that's then, this is now. What do we got on the docket, brother?
So we are watching WCW Nitro from July 22nd, 1997. And this is coming from Jacksonville, Florida. So that is the whereabouts of tonight, Jacksonville, Florida. And leading off the show, we got Konnan versus, I know I'm going to say this wrong, Tsubasa.
I
don't know. I never heard it. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I have no idea. I never heard this one. So, hey, it's a first for me. Maybe we know him. I don't know. Next match is going to be, this should be a real good one. This is for the WCW TV title, and it's going to be Ultimo Dragon versus Steven Regal.
Okay, that I'm looking forward to.
That should be a good one.
Which, like, the caveat, as always, with great matches like that is, will they give them enough time?
We shall see. It's WCW. I don't know. We'll see. The next match is an interesting matchup, to say the least. It's the Giant versus the Great Muta.
I'm gonna let you know that. Like right now, the Giant, he's motivated. He's smoking 13 packs
That's why
back to back to back.
Muta's got heat with him. You know about the Tokyo Fire Department that he's involved with.
Well, like literally, what happened was the Big Show was sleeping in like the Tokyo Hyatt. He fell asleep
Oh,
in
Jesus.
the freaking. He fell asleep like within the hotel atrium, and basically he dropped a cigarette and he lit the whole damn thing on fire. So Muta had to come in and do his thing. So this is why they have beef right now.
Well, interesting.
So
Very,
yeah.
very interesting. Next match is going to be Dean Malenko versus Steve Mongo McMichael. Interesting.
Okay, and Mongo's been kicking butt, and he's been taking names for like the past year.
We'll
We've
see.
been, so like, let's see if Mongo he can continue the streak.
All right. Well, the next matchup is a Guerrero family feud, Chris.
It
And
is.
this is not hosted by Steve Harvey, but it is going to be Eddie Guerrero versus his brother, Hector Guerrero.
That's going to be fascinating.
It's the
Once
Battle of
again,
the Mullets.
the battle of the mullets. I would have to say,
Who will have a better mustache in it? Let's see when we get to that point.
I would say Hector better mustache, Eddie better mullet.
We're gonna have to be very fair critics as we get to
We
that
do.
point of the show.
We do.
100%.
Okay. All right. So what else we got?
Then we got
brother?
Lecter taking on Scott Flair. That'd be a fun match. Should be quick, but a good one.
Okay.
Not
Scott
bad, right?
Flash, no, not bad at all. I'm excited to see that. Let's see if Scott, if he can, he could put like his strongman skills to the test.
Yep.
So there we
We
go.
shall see. Then we have Mortis and Wrath taking on Parka and Psychosis. Boy, that's an interesting matchup, isn't it?
Oh god, yeah, like without a shadow of doubt. You talk about a clash of styles, but I think if done right, it could be a great, great story.
Very much. And then the next match is going to be Buff Bagwell taking on Booker T. Didn't they do that once already? Uh-oh.
Yes. I just want to say this right now. Big Booty Judy,
She's
Buff,
doing good, right?
she's doing phenomenal, man. Let's just say that I got some recommendations from Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off.
What
if
a
you know
babe
what I
she
mean.
is.
Oh God, dude, yeah.
You get all the chicks between her and Naya.
Dude, man, like Naya, man, like she kept me up all night last night. Dude, I can't. I'm so tired.
Oh boy. Moving on from that, we got Curt Hennig taking on Michael Wall Street on the next matchup. That's going to be very boring.
Woo, yay. We had to put up a brand new drywall because like the landlords were complaining because Naya went through it. But anyways,
what a bad girl.
She is. Oh my god, my hole. Anyways, okay. So
all right, then the main event, Chris, is going to be the Outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall taking on Chris Benoit and Ric Flair for the WCW World Tag Team Championship.
That could be very intriguing. That could be like a sleeper match. I think that could be really good if done right.
So, all right, that is it. Well, if you guys want to watch along with us, all you got to do is go on over to the Peacock Network. We are going to be watching WCW Monday Nitro. July 22nd, 1997 is going to be the date that we're going to be watching once again. Season 3, episode 29. Chris, tell me when you're loaded up and ready to roll.
All right, brother. I am ready to rock and roll right now.
All right, let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Kicking off just the way it should
Always
be.
Love it.
With the great Nitro intro, Chris.
I freaking love it. It's classic. It never gets old, man. I am giddier than.
It's been a while since we've watched some Nitro. It's probably been about a month or so, right?
Yes, it has actually. I mean, because
we were on that we were on the WWF pay-per-view there before.
Yes, we were, and yeah, that's true. Like it's been like a good minute, man. So I'm excited, and like to let you guys know, like the viewers out there, let your voices be heard. Let's have a fun discussion tonight. I mean, let's have fun. Let's be civil. Let's talk about some good old-fashioned wrestling, and like let's build some friendships, guys. That's partially why we're here. We are here to share our passion for professional wrestling, but to build it within
I'm here to share my passion why the Nitro girls are hot, but why they suck. So
I don't know. They didn't get better.
They're kicking the show off. Last week was their debut, Chris.
It was.
Boy, Kimberly's been hitting that tanning lotion.
She has.
Who's the chick in the middle? I don't remember her.
I do not know actually. Okay, so like really
These
quick,
dances were the worst.
they were, and like her tanning lotion was a mix between the cartons. Basically, it had a hint of like the Camel tobacco with the tobacco from Kramer.
Okay.
And boom, you mix like those tobaccos together, like with
Boom. You get that magic color.
You do like
You
that
get that
exact.
bronze.
Oh god, man, that bronze.
Jeremy says, "What's up, bros? What's up, Jeremy? How's it going, buddy?"
Hey, Jeremy, brother.
NWO is kicking this off, and Larry's pissed, and so is the rest of the announce team, Chris.
Oh, come on. You got to kick off in style, brother. I'm just saying, like, you got to go with your hot hand. And
there he is, Eric Bischoff. What a great guy he is.
Oh, dude.
Dare I say, a jam-up guy.
A jam-up guy. And speaking with Bischoff, apparently controversy always follows him.
He stirs it up for fun. I love it.
Did you hear about, was it Dax or Cash?
Yeah. We covered that on the radio show last week.
Yes. I just want to say that's a little bit of foreshadowing, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
So yeah, like bottom line, Bischoff. I'm just like the more I listen to him, like the more that I respect him, and like which I also spoke about my experience going to AEW.
I'm going to speak about my experience right now with greatness really fast, and that is you talking over the entrance of the GOAT Hollywood Hulk Hogan right now coming out, Chris.
The GOAT Hollywood.
You need to show some damn respect to Hollywood, okay? I know you're a Sting fan, but Hollywood's going to reign supreme, all right?
Okay, yes. Speaking of Sting, I got a brand new Sting T-shirt, which is which I'm gonna show off on like our next live show.
Yeah, of course you're gonna try to talk over my main man Hollywood.
I am. Fuck Hollywood. I'm sorry. Okay,
I'm with them for life. All right.
He refused to sign on for Three Ninjas High Noon at Magic Kingdom. Okay,
come on, you're leaving me hanging here. Oh, that's right. You're not welcome to do it, you dipshit. You're not part of Team Hollywood in the NWO. You're not for life, okay?
Excuse me. Okay, just because I am an Earl Hebner guy, you're going to shit on me like that?
Boy.
Because I'm just saying.
Time passes faster with a Nitro Girl segment if you play Where's Waldo and try to find Kimberly and HBK's wife.
You know what? The two biggest things to ever come out of that.
Daniel Siri heard what you said about Hollywood. The talking over Hollywood's entrance gets 1,000 leg drops. Whoa. Hollywood, how dare you? That's right. How dare you, Martin? Disrespect Hollywood.
Oh, just like to let you guys know to speak Daniel, brother, which I love you too, man. Welcome to the show. Which I finally did an inspired show like long overdue. And I put Daniel over like $1 million. And me and Daniel, like the story that I told was a prime example of why I love doing this with you, John. Building that friendship, building that brotherhood through our passion of wrestling. So this is just awesome.
Absolutely.
So all right. So
look at Eric. What a guy he is getting down. They're getting down on the mat here on the level of the fans. Because you know what? Nice. Hollywood he's tired of kicking everybody's ass.
He is. Do you sincerely think Hogan's coming back?
No.
For one more match?
It would be great to see, though. I'd pop watching the Rumble if I saw it.
I think that if he does, the only logical opponent for him, let's say he does it at Mania.
That man can't walk, bro. He ain't getting in the ring.
Dude,
it ain't happening.
Dude, Gender getting his ass whooped.
Hogan in the 4 moves of doom, Stinger for life. Hogan ain't shit if he never slammed Andre. Whoa, boy, these are fighting words here tonight. I keep getting autographs. Daniel says I keep getting autograph requests from people. I make them pay the big main event price. That's Hogan versus Reigns, Mania 40, dude.
Dude, oh my God, that'd be great, man. Sheiky Baby, I'm sure would have something to say about that, Jeremy, when it comes to Hogan.
Hogan's talking about the Lex feud coming up though, because in 2 weeks we're gonna have that big match with Lex Luger.
Yes, finally. I'm so excited. Would you say
Hogan's telling him who's the man. We all know it's Hollywood.
hell yeah. And would you say that the Lex versus Hogan match which is easily one of like the top 5 most important matches in the history of World Championship Wrestling?
Absolutely, I would agree with that. It was pivotal. It was a huge
Yeah,
moment.
it was.
Look at how many of the huge moments involved Hulk Hogan, folks. So
Yeah, that's true.
all
And
the people that dump on him, almost all the huge moments of that company involved around Hulk Hogan.
Next year we're going to be witnessing a massive moment with Hogan and Goldberg. So I mean, like, I'm excited to see that. But like, that's
I'm excited till we get to the Sting point with Starrcade eventually this year.
Oh God, I can't wait! I'm so excited. Guys, we have so much great content like this coming up. I cannot wait. What you call it? Me and John. Speaking of the Inspired Joe, we've been inspired. And we're going to have a limited series that we're going to be doing, which I'm not going to say what it is, but let's just say that you got to be tough.
Yep.
Let's say you got to be tough.
It's going to be a fun one we're going to get to in the spring.
Yeah,
Daniel says Sting couldn't touch Hogan's bandana, brother. Sting is a legend, but Hogan is one of the 2 biggest ever and might just be number 1. He's number 1 in my book and number 1 in my heart as well.
Okay.
As much as I love the Stinger.
Bottom line, Hogan is hands down the biggest star in the history of wrestling, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, you can crap all over like his matches, but the fact is that WrestleMania wouldn't be as big as it is if it wasn't for Hogan's initial run. WCW, the NWO wouldn't, which I love Hall and Nash, but it wouldn't have worked nearly as well if Hogan wasn't involved. So I'm just saying,
such a great shit starter here, Chris. When he's in the ring with him,
dude, Bischoff is a freaking genius.
He is
I
so
love him.
good at it.
He is, and
cringed when Hogan said he was supposed to be in Metallica. Yeah, he says some outlandish stuff from time to time.
Apparently, he was supposed to be in the movie The Wrestler.
Okay, sure. Yep.
I love Hogan, but he's got
he embellishes the truth just a little bit sometimes.
Did you see the video that I sent you with his son being?
Yeah, I saw it. I've seen it before that. See, look at the smart fans here in Jacksonville. They don't look smart, folks, but they're bowing to the greatness that is Hulk Hogan.
Okay, for the fans out there that might not know, John has the weekly Johnny P. Assman Ogometer.
Mm-hmm.
For
I can't make a determination yet. Ask me midway through the show.
Okay, I got you.
We need to be a little bit fair to Jacksonville. There's some crowds that just right off the bat scream fugly. This one hasn't done it too bad yet. The ugly gentleman there that was and his wife that were in the front row were bowing to Hulk Hogan at least. So I can't rate them yet just on that. So we'll see.
So it's not on like a Nashville level yet.
No, not yet. We got to get there. We got to give him a little time tonight. About halfway through, we'll find out. All right, here. Who is this now? The Tsubasa? Let's see how they say it. Come on, Tanae.
What's it?
Tsubasa?
Okay, so just a generic luchador, I guess.
No, he's from Japan.
Oh, I stand corrected. Okay, Japanese.
Yeah, he's like a cheap Ultimo Dragon ripoff look here.
I
With the most stereotypical Japanese music in the world.
Oh my God, yes. I would love to watch the Wrestler Galaxy. I would, just to see his mask again. So yeah. Oh God, come on, Konnan! Like he's whooping his ass like
They'll see the Hogan tan, and they had to bow to the greatness of it. Yes, sir. Tsubasa. That's how Tanae just said it. Tsubasa. He's got long hair, bro.
He does, and that sounds like a steak flavoring, actually.
Bro, they brought this guy all the way over from Japan to literally lose in like 12 seconds to Konnan.
Yes.
That was interesting.
How much Tsubasa do you put on your steak, John?
I just ate steak tonight. I ate a lot of Tsubasa on it.
Oh, you did?
It
Okay.
was delicious tonight, bro. Nothing
I
like a
love
little Tsubasa.
I
Can you,
agree
can
with
you
that.
believe they just paid this guy whatever they did to come over from New Japan?
Maybe $500.
His plane ticket cost more than that at that time.
Yeah.
And he just got like a $500 payday to literally just work 12 seconds. Not a bad
The
deal.
TV exposure, I guess
I love that belt.
God, yeah, I think it's one of the best looking belts ever, held by the greatest referee in the history of World Championship Wrestling.
In the history of professional wrestling, Nick Patrick. Tsubasa, the new A1 flavor. Yes.
So is Tsubasa A1 approved?
You know what we'll do? We'll just take a bunch of A1 and dump it in a Tsubasa bottle and try to sell it as this new Japanese delicious steak sauce right from your friends over at the Retro Wrestling Revival.
Brother, like that's $1 million idea. I love
is.
it. Mix it like with yum yum sauce as well. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we'll add like a little horseradish or something to it just so we can say it's a little bit different from A1, but it won't alter the flavor of it. And we won't have to go recreate the wheel.
Yes.
You don't like horseradish, don't eat this.
Speaking of Regal, he made his return to WWE television.
I saw that. Good for him.
And you can tell nepotism is in full force at the WWE.
Just a little bit, right?
Yeah, because like The Rock's daughter, Ava Rain, she's the new GM of NXT. Really?
When you sign them to a $30 million agreement just to be on the board of directors, they're going to give the man what he wants, Chris.
Yeah, I don't think they should have done that, though. I think The Rock should have known better. With all due respect.
$30 million? What's the downside of this?
No. What I mean is with his daughter. I mean, because I just in general,
she's in her time there, but you know she got a shot. Let's give her a fair shake.
I got you.
Timeless Tony's on AEW right now too, dancing around. I love it.
Hands down, she's the best female in all of AEW.
She's awesome.
Period.
No, we're in store for a true lesson in refereeing. Absolutely, Daniel. You know that. Jeremy says it's also sweet and spicy that goes on orange chicken. Okay.
No, I love it. I love it.
Hey, I like some spicy orange chicken.
Yes, I do too.
Regal is much bigger than the Ultimo Dragon here, Chris.
Yeah, which I got a feeling that they're being rushed right now.
Yeah, because they didn't even give them their introductions.
No,
well, it's not like the Tsubasa match went long or anything like that. Okay. Like, I don't know why they're so rushed. It wasn't that long of a promo. I mean, it only took Hogan about 6 minutes to do it. We saw more dancing from the Nitro girls than we saw from Tsubasa versus Konnan.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't be that big of a rush here. Now they had no entrances for these two, so they just devalued these two right off the bat to the TV audience.
Oh yeah.
And you don't even get an intro. You know that they don't value you too much.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Regal and the Ultimo Dragon, both legends. Which I think is a damn shame, man. Damn shame. So beautiful.
Yeah, these two are working good together, though.
Yes.
Big difference in size, big difference in styles, but these two just match up.
They do. Like they work well together.
He's a stiff worker, Chris.
What, Regal?
Yeah. Let me take that back. Snug, I'll say.
Snug, yes.
Yeah, he's not stiff like he's trying to hurt you, but he's definitely gonna throw some shots in there, and there's a few of them might be believable.
I agree. Oh God!
He hit the Dragon Sleeper on him and tapped him. Nice.
Damn.
Wow. New TV champ.
Wow,
that match right there.
That was.
The crowd is really into that ending. I am too, actually. Even though it was a really short match, and I would have loved to have seen him gone longer, it was really good.
Well, there you go. Like the match of the night so far. But it's nothing like my title right here. I am the dumpster diving champion. I'm going to let you know this right now. Okay,
the dumpster diving champ.
The back alley brawler, the stutter that's smooth as butter. And guess what? Big Booty Judy was standing by my side the whole way while I was whooping that homeless man's ass.
There you
Just
go.
saying.
Daniel says they need to get to the 10-minute Flair promo, and everybody else needs to rush.
Oh my
Ultimo
God!
Dragon is fighting Cardona in March. I saw for one of Cardona's 8 million titles. Wow, that's crazy. He's still going, Daniel.
Really?
Jeremy said, I love The Rock versus Hogan, but I feel it should have been Hogan versus Austin instead. You know, a lot of people say that, Jeremy, but maybe this is an unpopular opinion of mine. I think it was done perfectly the way that it was with Hogan and Rock, and I think Hogan and Rock delivered way more than Austin and Hogan would have at the time.
That's agree, my opinion, though. Which I'm on your side with that, John. But like the beautiful part about us being wrestling fans is that we all have our views and they are all respectable. And the thing is that
but you know the thing is with it though, Chris, like at the time it would have been bigger initially when you would have put them together, you know, because they were basically the two biggest stars, you know, of those different companies for those periods of time. It would have been great on paper, and I'm sure they would have delivered well. It would have been an awesome match. But the specialness that turned out to be The Rock versus Hogan and what they did in that match far eclipsed what I think Austin and Hogan could have done.
Brother, it was absolute magic, hands down. One of the greatest matches in the history of wrestling, period. I'm not exaggerating on that. It was absolute art, psychology, storytelling done to perfection. Would you agree, John?
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favorite ones to watch.
Yes.
Daniel says Rock was better for Hogan style-wise, and it definitely had to be Rock. And then he says, woo, by God, mean, by God, Gene. You called it, Daniel. A 10-minute Flair promo right now.
The question I have, Jeremy, Daniel, John, have you guys drank your Woo energy today?
6 times.
6 times? Okay.
Yep, I've been going for 14 hours straight now and haven't been stopping all day long, buddy, until I sat down to watch this. I still got tons of energy from that Woo energy. I drank the mushroom-infused one. So, I was tripping balls earlier for a little bit, but it's okay.
So Woo energy mixed with Nash's jackknife smokables or is edibles. There you go.
Yep, it's great. Here comes 6 right now, and Rick is trying to introduce the new Horseman member. 6 and Flair right now have had a fun little feud with each other back and forth.
Yes.
Could you have ever pictured this in the 1, 2, 3 Kids early days of him ever going toe to toe with Ric Flair?
No, but I still saw a ton of talent with X-Pac.
Sure.
But yeah, like you're right. Like I think that his affiliation with the Click that afforded him the opportunity, but he did take the ball and he ran with it. So with the opportunity, he kicked it out of the park.
No doubt about it.
Okay.
Daniel says, Woo energy. It'll make you strut around the room and make sure you helicopter like no tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Oh, I love it.
So, yeah.
Shirt Flair is wearing is awful.
It is. Dude,
it's almost as bad as the jean shorts that Waltman's rocking out in this.
No, you can't tell me you never rocked out jean shorts.
Yeah, no, I definitely rocked those jean shorts out at that point in time too. Doesn't mean they weren't awful though. Flair just clips Waltman. I love it. Now comes Benoit.
How many fanny packs have you owned?
Oh, never.
Really?
No, maybe when I was a little kid, I had one once at 1 year vacation, but I never had a fanny pack ever. Never. You probably rock a fanny pack out now.
I don't. Close, but no. I rock a man bag.
Oh, you get the old man purse?
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
So yeah. Which I'm man enough to admit. I mean, they call it a bag for like your computer, but still like I put all like my extra shit in it. But yeah.
Whatever floats your fancy.
Oh my God.
Look at the Nitro girls coming out. They're like trying to be like the Fly Girls from In Living Color, a la 1992 right here.
Hey, Big Booty Judy, she's the one that choreographed this dance. I hope you like it.
Can you imagine the money that was wasted on this?
Okay. What was the bigger waste?
They're bringing the chicks in here. I mean, they're hot. They're great eye candy, but what a waste of money this crap was.
All right, John, this is a great question. This might be the question of the night. What was the bigger waste of money? The Nitro Girls or Glacier?
Dude, Glacier all day long and twice on Sunday. That worthless, talentless pile of drivel. is the biggest
Jock
waste
ass.
of money. Jock ass.
The biggest jock ass you
Well,
can
would have
imagine.
just obliterated that goof.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I
At least
agree.
the Nitro girls are hot. Glacier just sucks. He's
That's
terrible.
true. I would love to eventually go back into like the Saturday night episodes with you. Maybe like a few times this year coming up.
Yeah,
Like, that'd be
definitely. Those
awesome.
are always fun.
Oh yeah, they are, and like the flyby, and which I would, because I know we got a jam packed first 6 months here. But I'm hoping we could at least go back to like Clash of Champions like once or twice.
Oh,
this
we
year.
will. We'll get back to them. This is
So,
a fun series.
it
Once I
is.
get back from my trip, I'll have more time.
Dude, look at the Great Muta's mask.
That's pretty cool, though, isn't it?
And it's got like the dragon on the side.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So that's like his shoulder pads right there. That is kick ass right there.
Yeah, Daniel makes the same point I did. He says the Nitro girls at least were good to look at.
That's
Instead of
true.
electrocuting himself, Brell would have electrocuted Glacier.
Oh God! Hold on? Did Muta get that out of your closet, John?
He did.
I knew it. I knew it.
All right, you want to know the truth? You
What's
all can look it up in the PWI years. I was once ranked number 21 in the PWI years under my Japanese gimmick. Nobody knew it was me, though.
Wait, well, hold on. But what did CageMatch.net think? Because that's the one that matters the most.
I was undefeated.
Oh wow!
I was known in New Japan as the Dragon Slayer.
Well,
I decided to pass it down to Muta instead.
I mean,
I
that's
disappeared off the face of the earth. Look me up.
Hey, brother. I mean, you got to go out on top. I'm just saying. Which is kind of like Jinder Mahal. Like a few weeks ago, he was undefeated until he got screwed by Seth Rollins. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
For the year 2024, he was undefeated. All right.
That man was just tearing it up all across the country for at least the last 15 months until that massive streak ended.
Yep, exactly. And like the Giant, he's motivated, he's angry. I actually what I did was I had Giant Haystacks take a dump in the suitcase of the Giant with all those cigarettes in it. So he's pissed off, he's angry.
I can only imagine.
So, and he's motivated. So, like, I'm just saying, the Giant's not going to be happy with me because he spent $3,000 on cigarettes, but still, hopefully this will be the winning motivation for him.
You know what's interesting when you go back and look? We just finished up 2002 Royal Rumble last night for
Which
the radio
was
show this
outstanding,
weekend.
by the way.
What was it?
It was outstanding, by the way.
It was great, man. It was a great watch all the way around. We saw the Big Show, the Giant, in that match, and he looks so different and awful compared to this point in time, right?
I agree.
Oh, it's just such a difference in how bad out of shape he got. Muta spits that mist in his face. Now the NWO is in here jumping the Giant. Poor guy can't even see right now. Bro, he's going to need like truckloads of Camel Unfiltereds after this.
Dude, from what I heard, like the meat sauce, which it actually helps like with getting like the mist out of your eyes.
The Giant is like hulking up right here to take out all the NWO. He can't see that mist is lethal stuff.
It is dude, like that food coloring, man, like that thing is. Whew.
Yeah, this food coloring can blind a man.
It can.
Lex is out now to help his partner. His partner's about to get choke slammed. No. He caught him. He knew it. He knew it was this guy. He's not doing it.
Come on.
He couldn't see, Chris.
Giant, don't do it.
Says Muta's in trouble. The Giant thought there was smoke coming from that dragon in his wardrobe. He's fiending for ciggies.
Hey, man. John, the future AEW champion. Who is that? Is that Swerve? Or
Jeremy
Hook?
says, yeah, the future AEW champ is on TV. Yep, it's Swerve. You knew it.
Dude, Swerve is over like Rover.
I just don't get this dude that dances with him.
Yeah, he apparently was big in like the original Ring of Honor, so I don't know very much of him past that.
Whose house, Chris? Jeremy said whose house. There we go. Giant smelled meat sauce and knew who was near him. He knew Verge was there, bro.
He was. And like a fun fact, actually, whenever Virgil was in the WWE, the name Virgil was actually was a dig at Dusty Rhodes, which his real name was Virgil. When he went to WCW, Vincent was a dig at Vince McMahon, and also he changed his name in World Championship Wrestling for like a short period of time to Shane as well. So yeah,
All
as a
right.
dig.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, and Dean Malenko. Simon Dean was actually named after Dean Malenko because Dean Malenko's real name is Dean Simon.
Somebody needs to apologize to Dean Malenko for that awful gimmick.
I agree.
Dean Malenko is out right now, and he's taking on Mongo McMichael.
Speaking of Dean Malenko, do you think he definitely deserves to go into the WWE Hall of Fame?
Absolutely, I do.
I think which I agree, and which I think it's long overdue.
He should have changed his name to Paul as well. There's still time for him to do it. He can change his name to Paul if somebody will book him.
Dude, Steve Mongo McMichaels, he is on an absolute tear as of late on Nitro.
Hit us with our Mongo segment, my friend.
And me and John, like we have fallen in love with Mongo. Absolutely awesome job lately. Hold on, I'm going to pull it up real quick, guys. Just
Mongo's here, Daddy.
Okay.
I love the horseman music, by the way. I'm just going to call that.
Yes, baby. Okay.
All right, go right ahead.
All right, so you are going to go to obviousshirts.com/teammongo76. obviousshirts.com/teammongo76. Every penny that you give whenever you buy t-shirts, bumper stickers, lanyards, whatever, will go towards the care of Steve Mongo McMichaels. He fights in the ring. He fights on the gridiron, but ultimately he's in the fight of his life right now, guys. Let's help Mongo out. Go buy a t-shirt. Go and support him. 100% of the proceeds will go towards his medical care because he's currently dealing with a severe condition called ALS. So, guys, let's get Mongo to the Hall of Fame ceremony. Seriously.
Indeed. Jeremy said Sean admitted how upset he was. They made him release Swerve from NXT. Swerve said to him, and Sean still talk daily. That's good though. Yeah, that was a big mistake on their part. I think he's growing on me, Swerve. I'll tell you that when I watch him a few times now, he's growing on me for sure. I still don't like that shit him and Hangman did, but it doesn't mean I don't respect his talent. And Daniel said Mongo with the classic Bears jacket. Always love seeing Mongo on the show. Yeah, it's great to see him right now. You know, I mean, I really pray for Mongo and his family. What's going on, Andre? How's it going, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well tonight. Good to see you.
Howdy, brother. I hope you're having a wonderful night, Andre. And thank you for joining us here on the Retro Wrestling Revival.
Wait, size difference between Mongo and Malenko, huh?
Good God, yes.
Mongo is one big dude. People don't realize how mean this guy was on the gridiron.
Just imagine being tackled by him back in the day.
He's one of the greatest Bears defensive players ever, and that says a lot, especially with all the amazing defensive players they had on that team through the years.
And Mongo was one of the main captains of what's widely considered the greatest defense of all time, which is the 1985 Chicago Bears.
I can't see any defense that was ever better than them.
I would say like a close second would be like the 2000 Ravens.
Maybe. I don't know. That's hard. That's a tough one to beat.
That or the Steel Curtain. So
yeah, Steel Curtain was really good too. Jeremy says Dean was a freaking pit bull. Yeah, he sure was, Jeremy.
He was.
He could go with anybody in there. He was just another guy that we always say it about him is you rarely ever saw a bad match with Dean Malenko. I don't think it was really possible. You had to really suck to have a bad match with him.
I'm trying to think of somebody that could have a bad match with him. Actually, that's a really good question.
I mean, he's had more than a few stinkers in his long career, but I just can't remember many of them.
I don't think
Mongo has really improved, and I'm not saying that because of his health condition or anything like that. We've been putting him over for a long time now. He just really improved on the show through our eyes in 1997.
Yeah, I agree 1,000%. Like he's improved by leaps and bounds, man, and it's just amazing to watch.
Yep.
And it's funny because one of the great parts about us watching this show, and going down memory lane, is that we notice things that we didn't really pay attention to prior. And Mongo's development is something that I really didn't pay attention to before. And so I'm glad now we can appreciate him more by doing
You
this.
never really would understand it because you would just hear all the negative things that we thought or saw at the time. And unless you go back and rewatch it like we've been doing for years now, because I mean, we've been watching since, we started this series back when they were in May of 96, and here we are July of 97. So that's how far we've gone along with it. And that's with alternating Raw. So he has really gotten better over the year. You would just never see it at the time unless you went back and rewatched it like we have over the years. So it's an interesting perspective and why it's fun to kind of go back and see this stuff, because you can really see what was real and what wasn't. Maybe you had a misconception about somebody's talent before, and then later on, here you go, it changes around when you see it again. You're like, oh, it's not so bad.
No,
let me get to a couple of the comments here. Daniel says Bears have never been known for their offense, so to be all-time great in defense. Yeah, Mongo, he was something else. 72 Dolphins had a good offense too. Jeremy said they had a good everything. Jeremy, they were undefeated that year. They were one of the greatest teams ever that year, so they were fantastic all the way around. If you had a bad match with Dean, you spent a couple hours in the clover leaf. And Mongo was a guilty pleasure, not just because of his health, but even enjoyed the energy, bringing the ring on mic or even on commentary. I agree. I think he gets a bum rap from a lot of people that just have a very revisionist mindset where they just remember it how they saw it at that point in time, and they never really go back and look at the improvements and how good he actually was in a lot of ways.
I agree 1,000%, John. Like you were making some excellent points, brother, and that's what I love about this show is that we can admit whenever, hey,
I hated him when I was a kid. I thought he sucked. He was boring to me. Now I watch him and I see it in there just way differently. But
I agree.
But I'm also 42 years old, so it's a lot different. It's fun to go back and see the shit you had when you were you saw when you were a kid. Jeremy asked a question. He says, "Better rivalry, Dean versus Eddie or Dean versus Jericho?"
Oh, that's a good question.
I got to go with Dean and Jericho.
You know what? I got to go with Dean versus Eddie, John.
Okay. Either way, I don't disagree with it. If I'm making just a quick choice, I'm going to say Dean and Jericho. I love the feud that they had. It was great.
But either way, like you're being spoiled with classic matches.
Yeah. You're not losing in any of those feuds. So you're not losing at all. You're not going to lose for the great matches, and you're not going to lose on the entertainment value that's going to be in there as well.
I agree 1,000%.
Dean might have lacked a lot of personality, but other people that he was in there with made up for it with their personalities. And Dean's personality of being kind of that stone cold Iceman that really doesn't have much to say, it always fit, because when he finally lost his temper against these guys, in those feuds, he erupted and put on just an amazing match.
I agree like 1,000%.
Dean's one of the greatest workers ever, in my opinion.
I agree 1,000%, but like once again, like with what you just said, he doesn't get the credit he deserves because of his lack of mic skills.
Yep. And his time was kind of short-lived because he didn't really have a good run in WWE.
Well, because they didn't take the light heavyweight seriously, and
they had so much good going on then. I think that's why, Chris.
Well,
it's like when you have too many players. Can you ever have too many? That's a rough thing to think about. How lucky you are if you got too many stars. But sometimes it can be very
spoil of riches, pretty much.
Yeah, but it can be difficult too, because you got all these guys that are stars. Look at Randy Orton. Randy Orton's a massive star, one of the greatest ever. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably in most people's list, top 10 greatest superstars of all time. Randy's doing some fun stuff since he's came back, but you got all these other guys that are stars over there too. Randy kind of got lost in the shuffle a little bit. LA Knight was coming out as a star. He got lost in the shuffle in the sea of the CM Punks and the Roman Reigns and the Cody Rhodes and all those guys. It just
because there's so many stars right now.
Yeah. So it's a good thing to have, but these guys, man, the matchups and the rivalries that Dean had, just awesome. Jay, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. He says, long live Jim Harbaugh. Jay's my good buddy and my neighbor next door. Great to see you. Jim Harbaugh signed with San Diego tonight, Chris.
Wait, so he's the new Chargers coach?
You got it tonight. He signed a contract.
A phenomenal signing for the Chargers. I think straight up.
Got the pieces.
They do. And the fact is that you're not going to see Jim until next year. But Mr. J, you can cheer for John Harbaugh this Saturday.
We were just talking about Lamar. Jay's a Pats fan and me being a Dolphins fan. I said, think about this. I said, no, nothing against Tua. Tua's a good quarterback. But, a whole different world. He's got a lot to evolve to be Lamar. A lot, So I said, we were talking about this tonight, and I said, we both said it. We're like, both of our teams passed up on Lamar Jackson. Think about that.
Oh, yeah.
Think about how silly and some of those teams were to pass up on him.
And remember all those experts saying that he's not a quarterback, he should become a wide receiver, this, that, the other. Good God, they're
he shut them up. All right. I don't have to be a fan of the team to admit somebody that's great. And man, that dude's you know me, I've always been a fan of his. You remember that.
Oh yeah,
I remember when
his Louisville days.
Yeah, big time. Loved him.
Well,
boy, Eddie and Hector look so alike, minus the fact that Hector's older than him. Hector has the ugliest fucking outfits in ever. They're terrible.
What do you expect from the gobbledygooker?
Bro, he's got much better hair than Eddie.
He does.
That mustache might rival it.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I think Hector is taking both the mullet and the mustache.
He might, bro. And I hate to have Eddie lose this one, but I'm just being real here. Hector's he's got a great head of hair on him compared to Eddie.
He does.
His mullet isn't as long as Eddie's, but
it's luscious.
Bowl cut style is pretty awesome.
It's a luscious mullet.
Bro, he looks like a 70s porn star, Hector Guerrero.
He does.
He should have came out to that, really good porn music.
Hold
on a second. Here.
No. Straight up. Hector was the original Latino Heat back in the day whenever he did adult films. I'm just to let you guys know. Not only did Eddie steal the Latino Heat gimmick, but also Val Venus stole Hector's gimmick of the wrestling porn star. Just saying. God, that's
boy.
I'm talking out of my ass here.
Hey, it's all right.
Anyways, but yeah, flat out
fucking gobbledygooker here.
Yes, that's sad that in the United States, that's what he's known for the most.
All right, I think I got a good song here for Hector. Yeah, hold on, I got it. Let me bring it up here on the screen. Rick Rude has great music, Andre, in every capacity.
He does.
Hector has had a few more years of experience to grow the stash and mullet. What else we got? Hector, I think, drank so much that he was ready to fly out of the ring. Andre's going with Rick Rude here. Jeremy says they're getting the help they need. Jim as a coach and draft Brock Bowers from UGLA. Chargers are a playoff team, barring injuries. Here's Hector's music, Chris, that I can picture. I've been rewatching American Pie recently with my daughter, and we've been having some great laughs of it. And this is this song that I think for Hector coming out with his look. I think it just fits him perfectly. So it's maybe you remember it from the movie. Maybe you find folks out there do too. Just imagine Hector coming out. Here comes Hector Guerrero in the sequined trunks, the long, luscious bowl cut style hair, mustache for days. Boom.
Oh my God, dude!
It fits for him, doesn't it?
$1 million gimmick.
Yep, here he comes.
Yeah,
Hector Guerrero. The edited Rick Rude theme sucks. Anything you edit from Rick Rude sucks because Rick Rude never should be edited.
I agree 1,000%.
Don't let Hector anywhere near the pies.
He will destroy them with his mustache.
We watched the unrated version of American Wedding, which I'd never seen the full unrated version of it, Chris.
That's a doozy of a movie.
It has some amazing scenes I never saw before, and all the times I've seen it before. The unrated versions are the best ones.
Yeah, the bachelor party scene is
tremendous. It's so much better than they show. Oh, frog splash by Eddie on Hector.
All right. My son, whenever he was 5 years old, he walked in on me and my wife watching it, and that scene was on, and he's like, Dad, Mom, why does that lady have her shirt off and why is she pretending to be a cop? I'm like, oh my God. Just go.
Such a good movie. It
Yes.
really is. Dean's out now. He's taken Eddie to the wood shop for the disrespect to Hector. Oh, look at this power bomb, bro. Wow.
Good God, beautiful power
Man,
bomb.
he can work, this guy. Come on. That
Dude,
power bomb transition right into the clover leaf. Give me a break. This guy's awesome.
Once again, he shows you don't need like the mic skills, dude. Like the crowd's going bananas right now.
Yeah, they are. Eddie's tapping and Hector's saying, stop, that's enough. And Dean's not letting go. Even though he just got beat by his nephew, Hector's coming to save his brother, excuse me. He's still coming to save his brother, even though he got beat by him.
Do you know why? Because Eddie is his stunt cock. So like he's like, hey Eddie, I got a movie later, and I might need like a stunt cock, so I need you to be in good shape. Anyways, have you guys seen the movie Orgasmo?
Orgasmo, yeah, I tried years ago. It's terrible.
I think you should try it again. It's funny.
Maybe
the guys from South Park made it.
Jeremy says American Reunion was my favorite in the series. It was good from what I remember. I don't remember it being my favorite one. I like 1 and 2 the best. I might even go 2 over 1. So I don't, but it's hard. Maybe 2 over 1 for me. I
think that, yeah, I would say that 2 is probably like my favorite.
Yeah, I mean it's really close. 1's awesome too. 3 was the American Wedding was really funny. I thought it was pretty good. I've only seen Reunion a few times, so I can't remember all the way through. Dude, the Nitro girls get more TV time just about than anybody.
And just think, with the time that they've had tonight,
what they could have done.
Yeah, especially like with the Regal match. Just saying.
You mean to tell me that there was something that wasn't as good as that they could have put on the show? Somebody didn't deserve time, so these chicks could get all these segments that mean nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, people don't realize that the Nitro Girls was just a ripoff of the In Living Color show Fly Girls.
Oh yeah,
they thought it was like this revolutionary concept. It's like, no shit, man, it wasn't. It was the In Living Color show Fly Girls that Jennifer Lopez used to do.
Who invented the Nitro Girls? Was it a Bischoff idea?
I have no idea, to be honest. It might have been Bischoff. He made a good point about it, that it added a little different appeal. That's why they did it. But then it became played out. So, and nobody had ever done it on a wrestling show. So I get it. Not knocking it. I just thought it was too many segments. Daniel's going with American Pie too. That's why they had to rush the opening matches. The Nitro Girls must dance like Hogan must pose. It is it's ZZ Dillon.
Oh my God.
It's so boring, JJ Dillon. And we got Stevie Richards coming out again.
Hey. Stevie Richards for WWE Hall of Fame.
Go for it. He sucked as a character at this point, though, Chris. He was terrible.
Oh, yeah, he was.
This might have been funny in ECW, but then when you bring it to WCW, nobody gives a you-know-what.
It's very freaking amateurish. I'm sorry, but it is.
It fits in the bingo hall, but it's not fitting when you're trying to, when your show's getting viewed by 5 to 7 million people a week.
And Stevie might look like a fool here, guys, but me and John, we have nothing but the utmost respect for his knowledge of the business. Stevie is extremely
he was a great worker too.
Great worker, great mind for the business. The guy is a damn expert. And dude, I think Stevie would make a phenomenal trainer. I'm just saying. I think he would.
He's got a great mind for it.
Yeah,
just as a character, it just didn't do it for me. Just never was a big fan of it. The best stuff he did was Right to Censor to me.
Oh, Right to Censor was great because he was so damn annoying, but he did it to perfection.
And it's not like something like, he was an agitator, and that was the purpose of it. And he got overdoing it. He got overdoing it.
I'll show you. You'll see. Okay, sorry.
Let's see. Jeremy says could be worse. A new blood promo every 15 minutes and blood falling out of the sky.
Yes. Oh my God.
Where's Raven? Just walk down the aisle a bit. Where else has he been every week, Gene? Come on.
Why don't you guys walk down the aisle and grab a copy of the WCW World Championship Wrestling, The Ultimate Guide?
JJ's just signing random fans in the crowd here, Chris.
He is.
Is Raven going to sign this? Let's see.
Hey, John, have you gotten your copy of World Championship Wrestling's The Ultimate Guide?
No, sir, I've not.
The hell's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe I'll have to.
exactly.
I want to
you will.
read the other one. What was the shitty version of the WCW stuff that Alvarez wrote?
The death of WCW.
Yeah, there you go. I did read part of it years ago, and it was just the shit to me.
That book is a hatchet job. I'm
Of course,
sorry, but it is.
Raven says, "No, buddy, I ain't taking that fucking contract of yours." Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Oh yeah, like without a doubt. Oh, come on. And like the most reliable source in print for the history of Nitro in World Championship Wrestling is the Guy Evans book, Nitro.
Yep.
Hands down.
Daniel says, the uglier the fan, the bigger the contract. Yes. Jeremy says, how do you feel about Thunder Rosa? Chris, I'll let you go first because I know your thoughts on it.
Absolutely. I love Thunder Rosa. I think she is phenomenally talented. I think she is one of the most talented women in the world. Her promos, her freaking in-ring ability, everything. And the cherry on top of it is she is a kick-ass human being. And she is so sweet. She is so nice. So, like, flat out, Thunder Rosa, she's one of my favorites.
Yeah, absolutely. I love her. I think she's great. I've always been a fan since the NWA days, and I saw her. Very nice person.
Just imagine.
And she's sexy as hell, too.
Oh, yeah, she is.
It didn't have a big enough drug allowance in the contract for Raven.
Oh, just imagine if Thunder Rosa goes to the WWE, like the matches she could have. Dude, just...
Bro, the women's division in AEW right now might have better competitors all around than WWE does.
Well, the women's division in the WWE, like in my opinion, is anemic. They don't have enough of like competition, or they booked Rhea so strongly that no one's a believable competitor to her.
That's it right there. There's Rhea and there's everybody else because Rhea's a star. No disrespect to a couple of the other ones, but Rhea's a star. Becky Lynch is a star, but you can't always have her out there, every second.
Miss Backflex, is she not a star?
Yeah, Buck Backflex. You got to figure this about Becky and Charlotte, though. They're both getting up there in age, too.
They are.
So you got to start building some new. And I'm not saying they don't have great talent over there, but the common criticism for AEW for so long was their women's division. And they're really working hard to improve it, I think.
They are like 1,000%. And
you're not going to lose when you have Thunder Rosa in there, or Soraya, or those types of people, or Tony Storm. Great workers, great character.
Deonna Purrazzo is really good as well.
Yeah, there you go.
And there was a lady that there was a young lady that I saw last week, Queen something. I cannot think of.
Aminara, I think.
Yeah, she's excellent.
She's hot
excellent.
Too.
Yes. She is excellent in the ring, and which after watching her like live, I'm a fan.
Yep.
So yeah.
Daniel says they kept Becky away from her. That's the only one on Rhea's level. Absolutely, I agree. And Jeremy says Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa, and a cage, one of the best women's matches I've seen. They had great matches. I saw a couple of them that they had. That blood and guts match that they had was pretty tremendous.
I think the main person that should beat Rhea for the title, right after she gets like her training and stuff like that, I think Jade Cargill at SummerSlam.
I don't know if she's ready at SummerSlam yet. I say don't take the belt off Rhea for a long time.
Okay.
Make her into the Roman Reigns, the tribal chief of the women's division.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Work well for Roman.
That, or have somebody like Thunder Rosa, beat her. I don't know. Well, heck, like the timeless Tony Storm gimmick, she's not gonna be able to bring her over to the WWE, so like that wouldn't work either. Watch for the shoe. I'm sorry,
I love
outstanding.
Her. I really do. That's why I say they really improved that division. Lex and Norton going at it right now. This is a battle of the tough guys for sure. All the NWO's trying to get in the ring, and Lex says nope. This is like the third disqualification of the night, though, tonight.
Yes.
That's my only negative to this show tonight is there's just too many cheap shit, cheap shot, stupid endings.
I agree. And like, brother, like the crowd is hot tonight.
They are really hot here in Jacksonville. All the credit to them. And so far, we're more than halfway past the show. Well, there's been a few homely creatures in the audience. It's definitely not registering very high on the ass man ugly meter.
Okay. So like they're safe tonight.
Yep. So far, unless there's something drastic change, they're doing well. Daniel says Rhea's a whole different beast, so Jade will really have to up her game. I agree, and I think that's why they're giving her the time, Daniel, because she's going to have to. Jeremy's ready for a Bailey face turn. I think it's coming.
I agree. I think Bailey would be like way better as a face. What you call it? I gotta say this right now. Do you think that if there's a young Tony Khan, that might sway the balance when it comes to the Ogo meter?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I got to see it.
I got you.
We got to get the visuals. We got to be fair and unbiased, Chris. We have to be.
You know what? Dare I say this? And I'm not being like smartass. I'm being dead serious. Me and you are the fairest, most unbiased wrestling show made by fans on Facebook. Period.
I like if it's good and if it's for me or for you and you like what you like. That's what it's all about. It ain't about promotions to me.
Because we'll admit when something's good, bad, or when like we're wrong. We don't mind at all. We're very fair assessors.
Luger just got his title shot granted, but they're doing it on Hogan's terms. So Luger wants him at Road Wild, and Hogan said, "You're doing it on my terms." So really big stuff that's going to be coming in 2 weeks right here. I could have had Luger dominate these guys without a DQ. They must not have wanted to get Norton racked. I don't know why, though. It's not like Norton was a big world beater, Chris, or anything like that. No. Racking Norton would have looked impressive to me. Hollywood.
I agree.
It's a red velvet chick. I see her in WWE Monday. She's a student at the Nightmare Factory. I haven't seen enough of her.
She was like the twin of Brandy Rhodes, pretty much. Looks exactly like her.
That was the girl that was with her. I haven't really seen enough of her matches to make an assessment. I have it on in the background here with Thunder Rosa and her right now. And from what I see, it doesn't look like a bad match, but
well, hold on. Is Gail Kim still wrestling?
No, I don't think so.
I think Gail would have which if she were to come out of retirement, I think she would be fantastic facing Rhea.
I don't know. She'd get killed to me.
I got you.
We got Lee Marshall here, the man, the myth, the mustache himself.
Speaking of killing, Mr. Lee Marshall, he's killing it like with those mustache rides. Okay,
bro, he's in Charleston, West Virginia now. He's a brave cat heading to West Virginia.
Dude, he's giving specials, buy one get four free on the mustache rides.
I just have to say, I got to give Lee warning here. Do not mess with any of the chicks in this area in West Virginia that he's near, Chris. West Virginia is the inbred capital of the United States, Lee, okay? Stay away from them. They might have some very weird ties, okay? Stay away from the chicks, Lee. I know it's hard for you.
The last girl that Lee was with in West Virginia, she had 6 toes,
and a third nipple.
A third nipple, webbed fingers, and she was cross-eyed. So I'm just saying.
Boy, Nash and Hall coming in from the strip club. They're like, we got to work tonight. Yeah, they're not into this one, brother. I was listening to his stories today. I'm finishing the Click This episode. I'm almost done. Yeah. He tells these hilarious stories about them getting drunk in the car. I know it's not good to drunk drive. I'm not advocating for that. It's just about how he fucks with the cop, and he's just been drinking 15 beers, and the cop says, you got to take a field sobriety test and a breathalyzer. And he's like, well, I'm fucked. He's like, I just had 15 beers in the last 2 hours, literally. Then how he gets off and the cop stalks him. It's a great listen this week. If anyone wants to go check it out, Chris. Chris, before we get to this, we got to go back to West Virginia for a second, since we just brought that up. Chris, I'd like to highlight one of, if not, he's definitely the most popular an influential figure in West Virginia trailer park history, Chris. No doubt about it, Chris. This guy, just a legend right here, and it's none other than this man.
Yes! I thought
The Gigolo, Jimmy Del Rey. Look at him dance, bro. Look at him.
Look at that.
Look at the moves on the Gigolo, bro.
Dude.
Look at this guy go. That's right. Look at that, bro. I love it. Dude, the ladies are wetting their pants right now.
Do you know what Jimmy's thinking as soon as he walks out? These girls, we're going to need a mop bucket because these girls are hurting for squirting.
I don't know why every time I watch this fucking fan tribute video, I laugh harder than the last time.
It's outstanding.
It's so good. The Gigolo.
The one we have on our page, it's even better because it has like Michael Jackson clips with fans painting. This is great.
Dude, the Gigolo is like one hell of a guy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I just love me some Gigolo, Jimmy. This is Gigolo.
Which I'm gonna let you know this right now. Before Big Booty Judy was with me, she was with Jimmy Del Rey.
He's a stallion.
And every single time he walks by, she says that she's hurting for a squirting.
She knows it. Daniel says she never. He's referring to Gail Kim here. Said Gail never liked the way WWE treated her, so I never see Gail moving back to the WWE for another match. I agree with you. She definitely did not like it and in the way that she was treated, and definitely stuck it to him in that match. Madison Rain's one of the best coaches in the AEW women's division. Jeremy said, "Yeah, I forgot she was back there. She was a pretty good hand, Chris."
Oh yeah, like she was. What about Awesome Kong versus Rhea?
That would have been great in their time. I would like that.
Yeah,
those two would have been a slobber knocker for sure. Awesome Kong never gets a lot of credit. She was a really good worker in the ring.
She was a phenomenal worker within the ring, and she was one of the cornerstones of the women's division in TNA. And
no wonder why she couldn't walk after Jimmy.
Come on.
Sorry. I love it, Daniel.
Because like with freaking Awesome Kong, during that time whenever she was wrestling for TNA, they were essentially the first American company that started to take women's wrestling more seriously, and like they were essentially like the trendsetters. And Gail Kim and Awesome Kong were like those two women that led the way. Yep. So just saying, guys,
some great matches too. Chris, the crowd couldn't give zero fucks about this match, and it's Mortis and Wrath versus Psychosis. And who else was out there? I forget.
Sangrado Jr.
Yeah, some shit. Oh, La Parka.
Yeah.
I didn't see him on the ring ropes there because he got knocked to the outside. So La Parka and Psychosis, Wrath and Mortis. The fans just don't care.
God.
Ow, that was a botch. Jesus. Bro, his nuts. If this guy didn't have kids by then, I don't know if he ever was able to. Yeah, that was a hell of a nut shot botch that he landed right there. That was tremendous.
You know, you can blame for that Bret Hart's hair grease.
It's even in the WCW rings in '97.
That bastard.
That was a pretty bad botch, wouldn't you say, Chris?
Yes. Yeah, a horrible botch. I hope he's okay.
I hope he can still have children one day.
I know. Yeah. Just. Good
nice move by Psychosis. I love Psychosis, Chris.
Psychosis is outstanding. He was
big move from La Parka.
And La Parka is a big cruiser. Let's just be honest. Should he have been a cruiserweight? I mean, like because of his size.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Daniel, sorry, just reading the comments real fast. I'd like to see face 2006 Trish against Mommy. Yeah, that would have been good.
Yes.
I love Trish. They would have had a great feud. It's weird not seeing Mortis and Wrath not fighting or attacking Glacier or Ernest Miller.
That's true. And John,
they had to get the rings equipped for Brett's debut.
Oh, do you know what else is weird, John? The fact that we're never going to see Kevin Sullivan versus Chris Benoit.
That ain't weird. That's like a prayer answered. So it ain't weird. That's prayers answered right there. For anybody who ever doubts the validity of God, He answered that
Like,
prayer for both of us to never
he
see that
did.
shit again.
He did. Like,
It happened. He made it happen.
Hallelujah. Just saying. And it's sad because we have 4 talented men in the ring. And just
It really does suck to see this, Chris, because all 4 of these guys are very talented in their own way.
yes.
I don't think there's a bad talent in there, in my opinion. What do you think?
No, not at all, man. Like, they are all phenomenally talented, and like they could carry matches by themselves.
Not saying they're main eventers, they're just great hands.
I think like the most talented would have to be Mortis, which is Chris Kanyon.
Yeah, great wrestler. Loved Chris Kanyon.
I think Kanyon should. I think that this generation of fans should look into more of his work because he was so unbelievably talented and outstanding in the ring. A true innovator.
I just have one question for you, Chris.
What?
Who's better than Kanyon?
Nobody.
You got it. You're not like the South Carolina sweat hogs that would say it the other way.
No, we're not. We're not South Carolina sweat hogs like Nikki Haley. Believe me.
That was an interesting finisher that they hit on them.
I like that. It was
I actually do. Oh boy, he got the wooden chair and just split it on his back. Meaning La Parka, and Wrath is about to fuck his world up. Yep. Jesus.
Good God. Did you
kick and he went flying through the ropes.
That's almost as bad as Chris Hamrick's dive through the ropes that he used to do.
Bro, that was a kick right there that literally knocked him right out of the ring.
Dude, freaking Brian Clark is a beast.
He's a powerful guy, man. You send him packing.
I would not F with the man. I would not at all, brother.
Darby and Sting are going to challenge Ricky Starks and Big Bill for the tag titles. Where are they? Is that like next week's show or something like that, Jeremy?
I guess.
Is that like on the next Dynamite?
Darby and Sting going to challenge Rick. Oh, I think they're going to win the tag titles, and I think they're going to lose the belts to the Young Bucks at Revolution. I'm calling that right now.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
And no offense,
as much as I want to see him go out as a winner, I think they put somebody over.
You know Sting's old school like that.
He is. That's how Sting is. But I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they won the belts and he retired with them or something. Who knows?
Yeah. Straight up, I think his last match should be with Darby.
I do too. Teacher versus student. It doesn't have to be like a hate feud either. Like they hate each other.
Respect.
Yeah.
But
yes, you'd have to build it up with some tension and some moments with them.
Yeah.
You got to have the young buck, the one that's been mentored, Darby, say, I want to see how good you are. And the only way I could find is, if you're in the ring or some shit like that, I want to beat you. I want to see how good you are. I want to see if I could be the icon one day.
Yeah.
So many ways you could write it and make it good.
I agree with that.
Without turning Darby as a heel. I can't see Darby Allin as a heel.
Darby, seeing him live, he is outstanding. He's so phenomenally talented. Do I feel like he does take a few unnecessary bumps and risks?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But he's a great character and a great talent, like within the ring. I became a super fan last week of Darby. I'm serious. Like he really impressed me. And
did Sting wrestle on the show?
No, and I was very disappointed about that.
Did he come out or anything?
Nope, it was just advertisements.
Interesting. You'd figure they could get him out every week till he retires. Like, what's the big fucking deal?
I know, and the thing is that's partially why we went, because I thought Sting was going to be there.
Dude, Buff Bagwell has go away heat with people. He must have rubbed a lot of people the wrong way in the back just from his personality at this time, Chris.
So, who do you think had worse heat? Buff, Enzo, The Miz, or X-Pac? Oh, well, that's a loaded question, I know.
Enzo.
Okay.
Yeah, Enzo. Enzo's such a talented guy, and they'll never bring him back because of the heat that he had in his attitude.
I think freaking Enzo would be a phenomenal moneymaker for the WWE again, easily. I think he would be a merch seller again. Straight up, sometimes it's best to deal with the attitude because of what they bring to the table. Freaking Enzo is a ratings magnet.
But he's not a star.
Really?
He's great. Great on the mic, okay in the ring. He entertains the crowd. He's not a star. He gets on the ring and cuts an amazing promo, right? Awesome stuff. Fun to watch, everything like that. The difference between why he can't get away with shit and why certain people could get away with it is because he's not a star. And he wasn't a star yet at that point. He became a legend in his own mind and started thinking he could do everything.
Yeah,
That's my opinion. Unless he's changed, he's not worth the risk. He ain't CM Punk, you know? CM Punk's going to bring you fucking massive ratings, and he's going to bring you huge money for merch. CM Punk is worth the gamble for them.
I agree. And the thing is that, like, with freaking Enzo, I mean, whenever he was there, the guy was so popular that they based a whole show around him. They had the cruiserweights main event Raw because of Enzo. I mean, I'm just saying, during his time, he did make his mark when it came.
Oh, he definitely did. I'm not diminishing that. I just don't think he's worth the trouble. And it's funny because he doesn't stick around very long, even in places that he's gone after when he's done it. He's a free spirit. He is his own guy. I respect that. I just don't think it's worth the the shit that it can bring to your locker room.
I got
Could AEW afford a guy like that had drama attached to him so big in the past and that was a shit starter? Could an AEW afford to have any more of that? No way. WWE ain't going to put up with it. They already showed him that. His options are slim.
Do you think that freaking AEW that they could put up with the champ right here? I think they could.
Maybe you.
Just saying.
Maybe you. They
Stutters
could.
And all.
The Stutter Squad.
The Stutter Squad. Oh my God, that'd be great.
Everybody, you get you, Heidenreich, Matt Morgan, all in a stable.
And Bully Ray.
Yep, Bully Ray too. That's a powerful team.
And Jeff Farmer.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. You got me. Jeff Farmer, he could be like the main promo guy.
Jeremy says, yeah, he's a great promo. Pull up the new stable in AEW, the Bang Bang Gang and the Acclaim. The Bang Bang Gang isn't
that okay?
Isn't that like a fucking porn site or something?
It's essentially the Ass Boys and Switchblade Jay White.
Okay. I think that's sounds like a fun team. But the Bang Bang Gang?
Yes.
That sounds like a dirty porn, bro.
It does. Which I saw.
Here comes Ron Jeremy and the Bang Bang Gang.
Oh God. Which I saw the Bang Bang Gang live, and they were really good. I'll be honest with you, I don't get it with Jay White.
Name.
Yes, the Bang Bang Gang.
The Bang Bang Gang.
Well, scissor me, daddy ass.
You couldn't have come up with a better name than the Bang Bang Gang.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's just it. Well, it gets people talking, so I guess it's serving its purpose. What's your opinion of the Bang Bang Gang?
The scissor me shit is too. So I didn't know what scissoring was till the other day.
Are you serious?
I never heard of it. Never heard of it.
It's whenever two women who like each other put their legs.
Yeah, I never heard of it before.
Okay.
What enjoyment could you possibly get out of that for two lesbians? I have no idea.
Grinding their vaginas up against each other. Just saying.
It's funny that like Tony, who's so sensitive to the wokeness all the time, and he's just so fucking woke, and most of the audience is. It's amazing to me that they let Billy Gunn get away with the Acclaimed with the scissor me shit. You know, you'd figure some, woke fucking mark out there would get offended by it and call it in.
Oh yeah, and the funny part about it is that they're okay with crap like that. But if I were to bring a sign that's advertising our podcast, they would confiscate it.
Yep.
But I don't know. Anyways,
Daniel says Michael Cole somewhere just wet himself at the sound of Heidenreich. The Ass Boys will live forever thanks to Danhausen.
yes, boys. Yes,
Like is a stretch.
yes. Which for like the individuals that don't know is that I got the privilege of meeting Danhausen right by like the merch table last week when I went to the show in Charleston. Absolute amazing guy. He was in character the whole entire time.
I couldn't imagine it being different. He's
Danhausen
hilarious.
is freaking great. And I met
Ray's
RJ
out on
City.
crutches right here, bro. Poor Ray. Actually, you know what? He deserves it, Chris.
Wow, I can't. Ray's your all-time favorite Latino wrestler. How could you say that, John?
How could I say that? He's a deadbeat dad. He's an awful parent to his children. He was abusive mentally and physically to Dominic as a kid. And now we have the greatest Latino wrestler ever. Dirty Dominic. Dom. He's an 18-year pro of the business, bro.
Don't forget about Ted, Todd, Scott, Nick, Mysterio, all those kids that were neglected by Ray.
Bro, he's an 18-year vet, okay? And he's just getting his respect, okay?
Yes.
These people need to show some love to the real Latino star. He's a once-in-a-lifetime talent, bro. It's nearly been 2 decades of dominance.
Which I agree at 1,000%.
Dom had to bring some prestige back to the Mysterio name.
Oh, which in my opinion, Ray is the second greatest Latino wrestler of all time behind Eddie Guerrero. But freaking Ray is a legend. But yeah, he's a legend in the ring, but he's not a legend at home.
Yeah.
And that's what matters, Ray. Don't be a deadbeat.
Somebody send Konnan fucking packing because this shit with him coming out in that cholo look is the worst.
I agree.
Even how he over exaggerated his Latino accent to fit the stereotype, what people would think.
Oh yeah.
When did you ever hear him talk like this other than now?
Never.
It's so overblown.
Because freaking Konnan, whenever you hear like his regular voice, he's very well spoken, very intelligent. He doesn't sound dumbed down. He doesn't sound dumbed down at all. And speaking of deadbeats, which I have a freaking signed picture of Dominic right here, because Ray refused to pay child support. So I'm helping out Dom here by buying his autographs.
Everybody should. He's a jam up guy.
He is.
Daniel says Ray will be back on Saturday. I guess hope Dom eliminates him for leaving him as a child.
Yes, like
I would not be opposed to Dominic eliminating Ray in WrestleMania this year, or vice versa, and having a rematch next year. I would not be opposed to it.
I agree 1,000%. I think
Dom's got to go over there at that point. Dom's winning Money in the Bank this year too.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm just going to throw that out there. Dom is going to win Money in the Bank this year, Chris.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment right there. But I have my most valuable autograph ever, which is the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes,
my
baby.
My autograph should be more valuable than that, but okay.
The American Dream, baby. The man with the stutter as smooth as butter. Listen to this theme song for Hennig coming out here, this generic
Dude, it's song. Outstanding, man. It just makes you want to get up and just go beat the crap out of homeless people.
Seriously.
Wow, that sounded really bad.
It is. It's okay. I mean, it's all in humor.
I mean, like what happens is essentially these companies hire me to protect their dumpsters, okay? So if I see like a homeless people if I see homeless people diving in dumpsters, I got to go tase them and whip their ass. Just saying, guys.
Man's got to feed his family, folks.
Don't take it personal. And
what he's got to do.
And to quote the APA T-shirt, I'm always pounding ass. All right, I'm just saying.
There you go. Michael Wall Street just does not do it for me, Chris. You know, all the respect in the world to Mike Rotunda. He had a wonderful career.
Yes,
This
terrible.
portion of his career just sucks.
It's hot dog shit.
Dude, DDP's coming through the crowd right now. He's going after Hennig, I think. Another shitty finish to the end here. DDP's going over to go after him, though. Christian sent Dom to school because Ray wouldn't. Christian, what a great dad he is. Father is wonderful.
Oh, God.
Hey, Chris, guess what?
What?
Dad told me to tell you something today.
Oh, my God. What is it?
He said, you better stay 200 feet away from him at all times. He said, you're very lucky that this last week at Dynamite, with how close you are with your front row tickets, that he didn't come over and slap the taste out of your mouth for sitting that close to him, because he really has heat with you.
Straight up.
You have a 200-foot restraining order from Father.
I will take him to court over this, because I'm sick and tired of being bullied by Christian Cage. Okay, that no good second-rate edge wannabe. Like, he needs to know his role, shut his mouth, and let this stutter stud right here show him who's boss.
He's listening. He always is. You won't be saying that the next time. That's all I'm going to say right there.
Okay.
Jeremy said Chris John informed me the other day that your good God is a tribute to DDP.
Yes.
Yeah, he loves DDP, Jeremy.
Good God.
The Bang Bang Scissor Gang. Woo! That's a name.
I love that. Straight
nice
up
ending there with DDP coming out. Hot ending.
And like one thing one thing that you guys will notice is that I say little things like that, which they are like little tributes to like my favorite wrestlers. But like the one that I will freaking do the most is Dusty. I just can't help myself. I love Dusty that much.
Dusty Rhodes is the easiest one to do, so it's the most fun one for most people because he's so easy to do.
He is.
Everybody's got a Dusty impersonation.
He is the deal, baby. We got
NWO
Robin the Worm. It's the worm that makes you want to squirm.
Rodzilla.
Damn, they ain't a bad deal for $20.
And they're still making NWO shirts and they're selling out like crazy to this day, Chris.
They are. And like I said, Nash and Hogan are loving it because they're still getting a beautiful quarterly check for this. Oh my God.
We got the Nitro Girls back. Is that Alex Wright's music?
Yes. You just read my mind. I was about to say that. Yes.
Come on, Alex, dance. How dare they steal Alex Wright's music without inviting him out?
Dance, prance, and romance. Come on, Alex.
Bro, Alex is going to be salty the next time he sees them in the back.
He will. And I don't blame him. Not in the slightest.
Let Alex dance. He's a dancing fiend.
You know, and no one, just like no one puts Baby in a corner, no one puts Alex off the dance floor.
Nope. Serena Deeb is coming back. She's a female Dean Malenko. Yeah, I've seen her a lot, Jeremy. She's a very good in-ring worker, in my opinion.
I first saw Serena when I was just part of the Straight Edge Society.
Mm-hmm. And she shaved her head?
Yeah. And then I started to look at her stuff on the independent scene. She's a really good worker.
Here comes Nash and Hall along with Six to defend their titles tonight against Flair and Benoit in the main event.
I think we just saw Roman Reigns. I'm not exaggerating.
The tribal chief is everywhere, Chris.
No, I'm serious. I think it was a younger version with him, like with like a freaking with like a military style cut.
I don't think he was there. I don't think he ever lived in Jacksonville. Where does the tribal chief reside at? Does he reside in Florida, I wonder?
Yeah, he's from like the Pensacola area.
Okay. I don't know.
You know what, guys?
The tribal chief was down with WCW here.
I got you. Which I'm going to screenshot that and like we're going to decipher it, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to see. Indeed.
I still love those tag team belts from WCW too.
Absolutely,
very nice ones.
Gorgeous. I think
I like the smaller sizes on some of the belts sometimes.
I do too. And this is the vast difference from the recent tag team titles they've had, especially within like the WWE, which have sucked. They look like giant coins.
Giant coins, I agree. They're ugly as shit.
They are.
They really need to get rid of them.
They need to bring back the ones that they had in like the which like the late 80s through like the late 90s. That one. Okay, what the hell? There's playing music.
These three are fucked up right now. You could tell.
They are.
These guys have been drinking beer and liquor and doing God knows what for drugs, probably for about 3 days straight at this point.
They said that a liquor is quicker, especially if you want a sticker. So
there you go. If they had Nash, Jackknife, and Nitro Girl, it would have been worth it.
No,
Tribal Chief got his swagger by watching the bad guy.
He did, Chico.
This AEW main event's going to be insane. Yeah, on AEW right now, they got Minoru Suzuki versus Edge.
Oh, I don't care. I'll be honest.
He's a legend in Japan. So
I mean, which I respect Jeremy's opinion, but like for me, I'm just not a New Japan guy. Suzuki, from what I've seen,
he looks old.
He's way past his prime.
His haircut is just unique, to say the least, because I can see him back here.
Oh yeah, it looks like they took like a lawnmower to his head.
Yeah, they just showed up 20 minutes ago and pounded a few more drinks before the march.
Oh,
or match, excuse me.
Now Edge, he's on a roll lately. I love the stuff he's doing in AEW. So I can't.
He's doing some good stuff. Happy for Edge.
I am too. Don't worry. Be happy, John.
Will there be a DQ finish in this one of some sorts, Chris?
There will, without a doubt.
Yeah, I feel it coming. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong on this one. I honestly have not looked at the spoilers, and I don't remember who won, so I have no idea going into this. I never look at the spoilers unless the only way I can is if I remember something. So I never look at the spoilers. Not that it's a big deal because it happened fucking 30 years ago nearly. It's just the fact is if I don't remember something, I like to get kind of surprised what happens to. But guarantee to me this is going to be some screwy finish probably.
I agree 1,000%, my friend.
They were really bad in WCW at finishes, wouldn't you say, Chris?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that's why they eventually hired John Laurinaitis, People Power, just to help with the finishes. Johnny Ace, People Power.
I love that shit with Laurinaitis and the People Power. I thought it was hilarious.
Do you prescribe to People Power?
I'm all down with it.
People Power.
Johnny's going to get me a matching scooter as just like his here soon.
Dude, that scooter's awesome, man. Like the hover round.
Johnny's a jam-up guy to me. Just keep him away from your secretary.
Oh.
Hold
on. Isn't Laurinaitis married
to the Bella's mom?
Yeah.
Let's see.
So Daniel,
he said, I saw Suzuki wrestle in 2016. It wasn't bad, but yeah, it doesn't do much for me. He can have a good match, but I'm not into him. And it's a Nitro main event. Chances are a faulty finish. Turn on Raw and you'll get that too. Clean finishes were not strong then. Team Teddy against Team Johnny and Mania still haunts me.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
People power.
People power.
Get it. Got it. Good.
Get it. Got it. Good. I'm going to tell you this right now. If they actually would have let Johnny Mania run wild, WXO would have lasted at least 3 more weeks.
Well, hey there, Vince. You need some baby oil rubbed on you? You need a massage on your thighs and your quads? You're looking real good, Vince.
Oh, my God. Do you need me to...
Hey, Vince, you need me to... team up on Linda since you're banging your secretaries, paying hush money.
Hey, Vince, do you want me to help you bleach your anus?
Sidewalk slam there from Nash on Flair.
Oh, God. 2 count, baby.
I love Nash's stories about his dislike for Piper and about when he slapped the shit out of him one night in the back.
Dude, Nash doesn't pull any punches.
I know Piper's a legend, and I have nothing but the biggest respect for him as an accomplishment. He did some awesome stuff, Hall of Famer, and all that shit. Great. What would provoke you to think that it's a smart idea when you're old and past your time anyways, you're in your 40s, and you're going to go up against a guy that, what at this time, he's probably in his early 30s at the most?
Yeah.
Early, maybe mid-30s at the most. What makes you think it's a good idea to go up against that fucking guy and really try to get in his face? Really not a smart move. He probably couldn't even reach a punch up to hit him.
Dumb toughness, I guess. I don't know, but
Vince found out that Johnny's got the touch.
You got the touch.
I was just gonna do it. I was gonna pop it up and say, "You got the touch."
Power.
After all is said and done, you're a winner.
Yes. We need to do like a watch along to Boogie Nights. I think
that's a funny movie. I like that movie, actually. It's pretty good.
It is.
Flair is getting choked out on the ropes.
Choked out or coked out? Which one?
Maybe both.
Oh.
And Hall is, of course, doing the good tag team move and helping out his partner.
I got you.
It's interesting to see these two as a team, and I know they did great when they came in and why they did it and all that stuff. Yeah. These two were great singles wrestlers, and then you paired them up as a tag team, and it just worked really good for them.
I agree. What's more impressive, Hall & Oates or Hall & Nash?
What's more what?
What's more impressive, Hall & Oates or Hall & Nash?
Definitely Hall & Nash.
Okay. All right, I'm just saying.
Piper was really on the good stuff when he thought he would go back down a 7-footer. Johnny Ace's voice sounded like he ate the remaining inventory of IcoPro and didn't have any water. That's a good one. Hey Vince, I ate some water. This IcoPro's dry as shit. This fucking rhubarb strawberry, Vince. It's good shit.
The rhubarb strawberry.
It's the weight loss supplement, though, because you'll be blowing your toilet up for about a day straight.
Oh God, yeah.
He went from 195 pounds at 5'4" to 150 pounds in 2 days. How did he do it? IcoPro, integrated conditioning product. If it doesn't kill you,
remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Makes you stronger, right?
Or it makes you end up in the hospital like COVID. So just saying.
I don't know which I'd rather have, that sickness or an IcoPro attack. Each sounds really bad to me.
Oh God, they are. They are. I'm just telling you, especially on the toilet seat, just violent.
You could blow that toilet seat right off the bowl.
Violent eruptions within like my nether regions. It's not. It's nothing to joke around about, ladies and gentlemen.
Rick hitting the sleeper hold on Hall there got the most reaction of anything in this match because the crowd's really not into this match right now.
They're not into this match. But what if they all had IcoPro, would they?
Well, Daniel answers a good question here. Who needs Slim Fast when you got IcoPro and a powerful toilet? You got to get the Hydro 4000, Chris. You got to get the bidet of all bidets to clean that fucking butthole from all the IcoPro shits you're gonna have.
I actually cracked my bidet the other day because
the IcoPro After Effects. It ain't on the label, folks.
Basically what happened was it clogged it up so badly that like the water, it was such intense pressure that it cracked the bowl because of the clogs.
You know, I wonder if people have like any IcoPro reviews up on YouTube of some old IcoPro they found that they took.
We should do like a watch along to that. I swear to God.
I'll look it up later and see if I can find anything. Because you know there's some dipshit out there that has a 30-year-old supply of IcoPro. And somebody's doing a video to get attention on social media.
Oh, yeah.
Headbutt by Benoit right to Hall, but Nash makes the save. Rick is fighting out with 6 on the outside right now, while referee Randy Anderson is maintaining the peace.
Maintain the peace, baby.
6 just got fucked up. Now Benoit is about to go ready to go for a power bomb, but he fights out of it, folks.
Hey, Scout.
Good ending here to this. This is energetic and good. I like this.
It is.
Benoit looks like a beast until he just can't take down the big man anymore. Big boot. 1, 2, 3. That's it right there, buddy.
It's over, baby.
Good ending.
Fantastic ending. And with that said, brother, I got to get going.
You go to work, buddy. I'm going to wrap it up here.
All right, guys. Thank you. I love you. You all have a good night.
All right. Bye. Well, hey, this was a good ending to Nitro tonight, folks. I thought this was a thumbs up of a show. I'm just going to call it out there. I think it was great. Screwball endings is the only negative to this for me. And I know we talked about this earlier. They just didn't have enough clean endings. And I thought there was circumstances that it made no sense for them to have that kind of stupid finish. That's my opinion. But all in all, thumbs up. And I think it was a better show than Raw that we watched last week. So all in all, great show. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did. Well, it's going to be Royal Rumble this weekend. So it's going to be fun to go back and talk about it next week. We got some great stuff coming up on the radio this week. I know it goes on during the Royal Rumble. It's every Saturday and Sunday night from 9 to 10 on 99.1 FM WDJY in Atlanta. You can go right over to the website. We put it up on our Facebook and YouTube for you as well. So you can check it out there, and you can get the links to click on every Saturday and Sunday night at 9 p.m. I know it's going on during the Rumble, but we gave some Rumble predictions on there and a bunch of other great topics on the Saturday episode, and we're also finishing up Royal Rumble 2002 this weekend. So tune into the radio show this weekend. So Chris had to head to work. So for Chris, I am John. We'll be back next week right here on the Retro Wrestling Revival. Like this video, whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. Make sure you hit that like for the video. Make sure you follow the page, subscribe to it on YouTube, and on Facebook, give us a like and follow on the page as well. So be good, be safe, everybody. Hope you had fun with us tonight, whether you came on live or later on. Be good, be well, have a great rest of the week. We'll catch you next time on the Retro Wrestling Revival.